We're back with the bigger picture.
Despite the thousands who've lined up across Canada this week to get an H1N1 shot, just as many are still sitting on the fence undecided. The vaccine was fast-tracked, meaning there's been minimal testing on its safety. So do you put your blind faith in health officials and get the shot? There's our Jennifer Tryon with a vaccine reality check.
I don't want to be a guinea pig.
Most of the people that I know don't trust it, so.
I'm pregnant, and it's important for the baby.
There is a great Canadian divide. Those who believe
we have the opportunity to stop the pandemic in Canada.
And those who are convinced the H1N1 vaccine has something to hide.
It's concocted from SARS.
I don't trust anything the government really puts in place.
But many Canadians are still deciding whether to join the lineups.
You don't know if it's going to work or not, but what if it does?
The question weighs heavy. Should I get the H1N1 vaccine? Information about H1N1 and the vaccine has gone as viral as the virus itself, spreading, infecting, and influencing Canadians. Often hard to tell the difference between truths, half-truths, and pure lies. Brad Warner is a regular guy from Red Deer, Alberta, an auto mechanic, and refuses to get the H1N1 vaccine. Like many, he gets the majority of his information on the internet. So when word of the pandemic started to peak in the spring, so did his curiosity about the virus and its vaccine. Hi, Brad. We reached him online via Skype.
Hi, Jennifer.
And asked him to share his concerns, his research, even some theories about why he's boycotting the vaccine. So what is it about the shot that you're not interested in getting?
I think that there's a lot of misinformation out there, and there are reports that there are pretty bad side effects in some cases.
Websites like this caught his attention. Globalresearch.ca sounds official and reports thousands will have serious side effects. Or this one, warning of 30,000 different adverse reactions. So we took these sites and sources to one of Canada's top microbiologists to help us wade through the web of information. So we've typed in here H1N1 vaccine side effects.
Right.
And we've come up with 635,000
hits.
Yeah. Vital fact or viral fiction. The H1N1 vaccine can cause serious side effects like Guillain-Barré syndrome. It's both fact and fiction. Swine flu has a history in North America. In 1976, there was a virus that originated in pigs, also called swine flu, and it came with warnings of the next pandemic.
Almost a quarter of the U.S. population got vaccinated. What they started to see was patients developing Guillain-Barré syndrome. There has never been a solid link between that vaccine and Guillain-Barré. So it was a different time and a different virus and a different vaccine? Absolutely.
Canada's exclusive H1N1 vaccine maker is GlaxoSmithKline, a pharmaceutical giant who refused repeated requests for interviews. But this is what it has published about the vaccine and its side effects. 1 in 10 will experience very mild side effects. From there, they become increasingly rare, to 1 in 10,000 who may experience a neurological disorder. People assume that if they're having a reaction in their arm, that something's going wrong.
Yeah, in actual fact, something's going right. It's a good response because it means your immune system has really been stimulated.
Canada's top doctor is urging Canadians not to focus on the small stats, but the bigger picture.
Just because one or two have a different opinion, I'd go with the 99 who say, yes, get the vaccine, it's safe, it's effective, and it can prevent a lot of things.
Vital fact or viral fiction. The vaccine hasn't been studied in clinical trials. That's fiction. Yes, the trials have been short, some less than a month. However, flu vaccines are created equally, with almost exactly the same formulation as seasonal flus, studied for decades. The ingredient that changes year to year is the virus. So when bird flu was thought to be the next pandemic, researchers began testing the H5N1 vaccines and adjuvants, very similar to H1N1. Those results were found safe and effective, and that's what's been used to approve the H1N1 vaccine in Canada. If you want to know how to make H1N1 from the comfort of home, Google has the recipe, a lengthy list of so-called ingredients. www.drpaul.com claims to expose what the company isn't telling you.
One of them is the compound called squalene, different compounds of mercury, antifreeze.
Where are you getting this from?
This was from a website called freedomfighters.com.
Vital fact or viral fiction, the vaccine contains mercury. That's a fact.
It's ethyl mercury. It's different than the methyl mercury that we find in the environment, but it's small amounts and it's not going to accumulate.
But Brad found another list of ingredients online, also alleged to be in the H1N1 vaccine.
Pig blood, horse blood, rabbit brain.
Dog kidney, monkey kidney.
Are those in the vaccine?
None of those are in the vaccine.
According to the manufacturer, there's a dead version of the H1N1 virus provided by the World Health Organization. There are also 2.5 micrograms of thimerosal, or mercury. It's used to prevent bacteria from growing inside the vaccine.
There's nothing unusual. These aren't human tissue or animal tissue.
And the manufacturer reports the adjuvant contains squalene, a fish oil used to slow down the virus in our body, giving our own immune system more time to fight it. It also contains vitamin E, more salt, and water. So those are the ingredients, the myths, the scientific truths and studies. For many, knowing will be enough to join those lines with thousands of believers. Others may never be convinced.
I'm taking the information and trying to make the best decision.
We're trying to protect the public. You're still going to have people that are doubters and are very passionate about this. And we hope that people will weigh the evidence. And we hope at the end of the day that they'll look at the evidence that this is a safe and effective vaccine.
It's your decision to make. The information is out there. So is the virus.
Still to come on 16 by 9.
There's wonderful entrepreneurs making a lot of money out of frightened people. Do I endorse it? No, I find it disgusting.
That's next.